Hey, how's it going? Hey, not only do I shower, I exfoliate. Yeah. It's fucking right. It's fucking right. I think weird things sometimes. One of the thoughts I had today was, if I was Edward Scissorhands, would it be more appropriate to ask a girl if I could finger her or scissor her? You know what an IUD is? I just learned about IUDs. How many girls have IUDs? I know at least 2 of you are raising your hand. But anyways, so I heard these things could be made out of copper. So in exchange for not getting pregnant, you risk getting struck by lightning? Is that logical? Or copper? There's one reason I'm jealous of women is when they gain weight. The first place they gain weight is in their boobs, right? Guess what happens when I gain weight? My dick looks smaller. The only thing that increases is my level of embarrassment when I take my pants off. Which happened with the black girl once, you know? She's like, what are you going to do with that thing? No, excuse me. Who are you going to please with that thing? It's like, me, of course. Yeah. I can tell you guys, right? Hey, anyways, you know what's really neat? Public bathrooms. Guys, have you ever tried to give a mercy flush in the Shamrock bathroom here? Only a few you'll get that one, I know. But so in LA, where I'm from, kind of ish, Orange County. California! City of Compton. Exactly, maybe you guys have been in one of these things called a co-ed bathroom. You guys know about this co-ed bathroom? Yeah. Okay, they're not for going to the bathroom in. I don't know if you noticed this, but guys, when you take a shit, you know, especially a really explosive one, and then you walk out of the stall, and that hot girl that you've been hitting on all night is powdering your nose, and gives you that look like, oh, you shat just now? Like, I mean, everybody... It's like, come on. I mean, co-ed bathrooms are not for going to the bathroom. And just so you girls know, guys, listen to you pee. I mean, maybe it's just, maybe but no, there are 3 things co-ed bathrooms were made for. Spontaneous drug deals, doing cocaine, and fucking. Pretty obvious. Another interesting public bathroom is, guys, you know those single serving bathrooms where there's like a shitter and a urinal? Or a urinal, for those of you who are, you know, urinal? No? Yeah. So everybody understands. A urinal, urinal, whatever. Okay. So anyways, so there's a shitter and there's a urinal in the same room. Right? So there's this debate amongst men. Do you lock the door or don't you? Because when you go in, you know, you have a lot of beer in you, you go take a pee, and you have the option. You want a little privacy, you lock the door, or you want to be a nice guy and let him take the urinal or the shitter to go pee in, right? So one night I was having this actual debate with some friends. You look like a locked door guy. You lock the door? You let single serving? All right.
He lets it all hang out.
And I don't know, I don't know what it is. I don't know why guys lock the door when they're just peeing. You lock the door when you shit, because you don't want to take a pee next to the guy who's shitting, right? Very obvious. So, I'm having this debate with my friends, and I go to the bathroom. I get up, I go to the bathroom, and I'm on the side of, you don't lock the door if you're peeing. You leave it open so a guy can come in and go pee. Now, in Chile, I noticed that the urinals are some days very close to the sink, which is really weird, because then you're like... So anyways, I go to the bathroom and like, for the first time ever, I'm feeling self-righteous, like, I'm not going to lock the door. I'm going to let the next guy come in and pee. So I'm peeing, and it's one of those endless pees, you know, where you guys, especially you guys who smoke weed or do other kinds of drugs, where you have that endless pee, you know, where you're just like forever tethered to the urinal by a pee stream. And so this old man walks in, and I'm having one of the long pees. He's like, I think he's got a walker too. I hear a little metal or something, like a metal knee or some shit like that. And So I'm peeing, and there's like a little wall, and then there was a shitter right here, right? I'm using their urinal, and sure enough, old man comes down, takes off his pants, sits down, and starts shitting. You know, a loud one, smelly one. I mean, I'm very close to him, and he says, "I'm old, can't wait." And that's when I started locking the fucking door in the single serving bathroom. Yeah. I just turned my back to you. I'm really sorry. I don't know why I did that. So there's another interesting public bathroom situation, like at a stadium, sporting events. You guys like sports? Anybody give a shit about that soccer game today? Me too. I'm a big fan of whatever team played today. They're great. But anyway, so you go in, here's the thing, guys, you know what I'm talking about. So you got a big wall of urinals, right? Big wall of urinals, right? So what happens? I'll throw it back to you again, okay? One first guy walks in, he goes to the farthest urinal. Second guy walks in, he goes to the next farthest urinal. Next guy goes to the middle, right? And then fill in the spaces in between, right? Guess what we're all doing? Looking at each other's cocks. Going like this. I am. Anyway, it's comparison. It's not gay. It's just comparison. And also, I want to mention something about open-toed shoes right now for men. Go to sporting events. Okay? Don't do it. Yeah, don't fucking do it. How many times have I wore sandals one fucking time to a sporting event, and guess what I felt on my feet when I was big? Sprinkles. And there was two other guys next to me. I'm telling myself, oh, these are only my pee sprinkles. You keep believing that, I will wear closed-toed shoes to sporting events. From now on. But anyways. So I admit, guys, if you're going to go pee next to me, I might sneak a peek at your junk. And this is very embarrassing, but I got caught before. I was at a sporting event, I was high and drunk, and I was like, and then this guy's like, pretty nice. He goes, what are you gay? I was like, honestly, I don't know. No, because sometimes I think I'm gay because of shit like this, you know? Like I wrestled in high school. People have been calling me a cocksucker all my life. A guy sucked my dick once. And all my best male friends are Pisces. Really keen on the zodiac. I am. Yeah. I'm a Virgo. Show of hands for IUDs again, so I can make a mental note. No, because I like them for obvious reasons, you know. Anyways, so you guys, how many gringos do we have in here? So guess what? I'm going to tell you, Chilean, something sad. I have some gringo friends that complain about your behavior and your culture. I do. And I've been here a year. Some of them may have been here much longer than I have. But I don't get it, you know, like I don't understand what they're so upset about. You know, and I was thinking about this, I'm like, why are they so mad? I'm not getting annoyed at Chileans. But I realized, okay, these people are from places like Rhode Island, Ireland, Canada, whatever, you know, places that are really white, and don't have what we got in California. See, I'm from California. And we got these things called Mexicans. And I don't mean like your little cartoon mouse. Hi, I'm from Mexico, how are you? Right? No, I'm talking about, I'm a Mexican. Ow! You don't look Mexican, I don't know why you're cheering. Anyways. But I'm going to give you a sample of the kind of Mexican I mean, okay? All right. I have one. I have a Mexican friend. And his name is Ruben. And I love Ruben. So this is coming from a place of love. I love Ruben. Okay? So the first time I met Ruben, I had an apartment and I had 2 squatters that were living in my living room, and I come home and this Mexican tattooed gangster with a wife beater is just like standing in my living room, right? And he's tattooed, but he's not like tattooed like I'm tattooed. Like from here down, like 90% of his tattoos are like in this area. You know what I mean? It's like he's got like Thug Life on his eyes, he's got an assault rifle on his head, it says like OC over here, right? I'm like, oh fuck, dude, this guy's fucking scary. He goes, hey dude, is this your apartment? And I'm like, yeah, is this a fucking robbery? Like, what's going on? Who let him in? And after I got to know the guy, like, he's really, really fucking great guy, you know, heart of gold. He'll help you do anything. And this is a guy that'll help you move, help you find drugs, help you move. He was a tow truck driver. He can tow your car, too, but... drugs! Yeah, drugs! Yeah! I'm glad you mentioned drugs, because one night, Ruben came to my door at 3 in the morning, frantically, knock on my door. I'm like, okay, eventually they'll go away. No. Oh God, who the fuck is this at my door at 3 a.m.? And I open the door and it's Ruben, and he's like, hey dude, I'm really spun. Can I stay here for a little while? So for those of you that don't know what spun means, this is Mexican Californian vernacular for I'm very high on methamphetamines and don't really know where I am right now, or what time it is, or what day it is, that kind of thing. And like, he's looking around like this, and like, Ruben, is somebody following you? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, Ruben, okay, you're my neighbor. You live over there. You know, you live 2 doors down. I can see your door. He goes, yeah, but dude, my mom will freak out if she sees me like this. Ruben, you came out of your mom's vagina. She's known you your whole life. I have a gangster, tattooed Mexican, high on meth that doesn't know if anybody's following at 3 in the morning. Sure, come on in. Yeah. Ruben's a great guy. So sometimes he approaches me for advice in this kind of strange way. One time he said, hey Daryl, I've been really messing up lately. Like, really, Ruben? What do you mean? He's like, well, I met this girl, I met this chick, and I've been nutting inside her. I'm like, what do you mean? Nutting inside her. I will explain. I said, Ruben, what is that? What do you mean nutting inside her? He's like, dude, you know, I'm coming inside her, you know? And I'm like, wait, with nothing? She's not on a pill, no condom, no IUD? And he goes, no, nothing. Have you thought about pulling out, Ruben? Yeah, I thought about it. But it feels too good. And he's right about that. And I go, Ruben, you're going to get her pregnant. He's like, I know. Ruben, this is why you're a grandfather at 32. You But Ruben and I have a couple of things in common. One is tattoos. But his tattoos are honest and real and truthful, while mine are just a lie. I'll explain. He has like a gun on his head. He's probably killed somebody. His last name is Cruz, and his eyelids say still cruising. And he is still cruising. Doesn't have a job. Yeah. No, it's real. Like, there's nothing to get. Last name's Cruz, and it's still cruising. Rally. Yeah, and it's like, you know, it says OC, you know, he's from the OC, he was a real gangster. And my tattoos, you know, like, especially women, I feel bad for them. I realize that what's going on in my life right now is women look at me and think I'm a badass. that I'm cold, or that I'm emotionally like not that needy, and that I listen to like badass hardcore music when the truth is like after 3 weeks of meeting you, I'm like making you cards out of construction paper with birds and flowers on them. You know. Shut up! It's a defense mechanism! Yeah. I cry a lot. But another thing Ruben and I have in common, that we love eating tortilla chips. I fucking love eating tortilla chips, right? Yeah. So great. But there's one problem with tortilla chips. You guys might know.
Don't have them in Chile.
I know what you just said, really. But when you're crunching away on those tortilla chips, eating salsa or guacamole or whatever it is you like, or heat seeker hot sauce. Yeah, okay. Thanks for that. Now that you're crunching away, and this happens to everybody, right? Yeah, a fucking pointing thing on the roof of your mouth, right? That happens to people, right? You get stabbed in the mouth. But here's what happens with me, which is really fucking weird. I feel the stab, right? And I go to put my tongue on the roof of my mouth, and it's like the chip has like disappeared. It's somehow like gone past the roof, like that hard part. I'm like, dude, the chips are disappearing into my head. I've been there. I swear to fucking God, this is serious. I seriously need to get this checked because I'm pretty fucking sure I have a whole party-sized bag of like Tostitos in my head right now. Yeah. You guys want one more? Yeah. Okay. Well, you asked for it. Okay. Do you guys know who Nick Wojcik is? Yeah, all right. He was on Oprah. Somebody saw him on Oprah, right? So I was kind of raised in the evangelical Christian community, so I know this guy. He's an evangelical guy, and he's got no arms or legs, you know? He's like, almost right. And he's like, no, he's real marketable because he's got no arms and legs, and he's handsome. You know what I mean? So I like him on Facebook just so who doesn't like a good freak show? It's great. No, stop. Look, listen. It's great entertainment for Christians because they don't see rated R movies, they don't watch porn, you know. So they go to their church and they see the no-arm leg guy telling them how great their life can be, I guess. And so I was on Facebook and he posted his picture of his like family I'd never seen before. And he's got this hot young Asian wife and this baby, right? So I don't know, maybe I'm the only person that thinks like this, is like, he's got no arms or legs, you know, and he has a baby. So how'd you make the baby? I know how you made the baby, but I think in details, you know, so I'm like, did they prop him up? Does he got a sex swing? Is it constantly girl on top or whatever? And what's really odd about it, I feel, is that like, they're evangelicals, so the wife I don't think she has one of those, what do you call it? No, she definitely doesn't have one of those, but maybe it's amputee fetish. She probably doesn't have one just because she's an evangelical. But I gotta say, this guy must have a super aggressive erection because I don't know about you guys, but when I love girl on top, but when they're getting real aggressive, it gets very scary at times. You know what I'm saying? And this guy has no arms and legs. He can't control the pace. He can't control nothing. It's just her going and eventually blowing him off. So I guess what he always says is true. God can use broken people for His glory. Amen. That's all I got for ya.
Daryl fucking Vaughn, everybody. That round of comedy, that set of comedy brought to you by